What is going on, you lovely people? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. It's your boy Rolf Queen, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely, scrumptious, delicious, handsome as fuck, and flavorful homeboys. Let's start off with the guy who just got arrested or just let off scot free by the cops. Go ahead, Quentin.
What up, y'all? Nah, I'm here. I'm in one piece. He's a mark. He knew he was wrong. So, but what Jeezy say, I know how to talk to him, so how to get out the right way, man. But nah, I'm back, ready to talk some shit.
Word, Steph. Go ahead, brother.
It's me. I'm back. We're gonna talk some shit.
Word. And as always, y'all, if you happen to enjoy the content, which a lot of you guys seem to be doing, yo, feel free to give a brother a like. Even better, subscribe to the goddamn channel because at this point, I'm dropping content every single day. So if you want to stay in the loop, that's the best way to do it. But y'all, well, y'all, so before we begin, man, sending much love and healing energy to our brother AJ. He can't be with us tonight because there was a passing in the family. So just want to say, AJ, we love you. We're thinking about you, and hey, man, take as much time as you need. You know that the door is always open for you, brother. But go handle your business, man. But yeah, just want to put that out there, man. Yeah, so it's a tough time for the brother, but we're gonna keep pushing his absence, and we can't wait for him to come back. So y'all, we had a crazy week. We gonna start off with the light shit. Static bike, y'all. Static is bike in mainline DC continuity. So this happened in DCKO. The kids are all fight, and just long story short, Johnny had to look after a bunch of little bastards, and in doing that, they ended up coming across Granny Goodness, who was just trying to start some shit. Apparently, she's been trying to tap into the Dakotaverse, and that led to Static coming back. The streets were ablaze. Streets were ablaze because the last time we saw Static, it wasn't this Static. It was another reiteration of Static in the previous Milestone universe. So he's back in his classic uniform, and it seems like he's going to be a part of the new Titans or Teen Titans. That hasn't been made known yet, but he's back. This is cool. So I know we were talking, I think it was like what, a month or two ago, about how there's a new history of the DCU one shot that's coming out. It's written by Mark Waid and Joseph Illich. And I believe the brother who drew the last Static series, he's also going to be on that. So I guess that's going to lead into what happened here. DCKO, the kids are all fight. But yeah, man, I didn't expect this. I thought that one shot was just going to lead to like another reiteration of Milestone that's not connected, but I guess it's connected. So what do we think, man?
It's my favorite thing of DCKO so far. I like it a lot because I think they're picking up threads from that. I don't know if y'all remember, like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I want to say Trevor Mercer is his name, an artist with Jeremy, or works with Jeremy Adams.
Oh,
Posted a picture with like it was Thunderheart, Animal Girl, both of Mr. Terrific's sidekicks, his son and Quiz Kid, um, Stephanie as Stephanie Brown. It was a couple other people as like this new Young Justice or new Teen Titans iteration, and then it got nixed, right? They're
mm-hmm.
like DC didn't pick up on it, blah blah blah. But looking at it, well, we've all said, I know I've said it a few times when we talked about certain things that we wanted or hope to see, that these kids that have been introduced in the last, say, 5 to 10 years really have some lasting powers. Like I love every time I see Maxine and Iris together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Animal Man's daughter and Wally's oldest. Um, the other twin, right? I can't remember his Jay West.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember. Point being, like them, and then with everything Jeff Johns did with the Lost in Time kids,
Mm-hmm.
all these different teenage kids, uh, they need to do something with them. And then Jeff Johns still has the keys to the Jeep whenever he wants to come to DC, so they weren't gonna get rid of any of his characters that he brought into play. So I can either see them doing. Well, we know it's coming. We know it's being teased, like the new Teen Titans attacking the Titan Tower. I
Mm-hmm.
think we're gonna have a Titans book, an updated Titans book with maybe a new version, maybe some new teenager, like or new people Dixon Starfire age or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then you might see a new new Teen Titans to bring us into like the next generation, right? Like the next, the 80s had the original cast, right? Like Robin, Speedy, Aqualad, and then our generation had Cyborgs, Starfire, Raven, that version. It's the version for this version, right? So for this generation. So I think that's what's coming out of that. But no, I liked it a lot. I think the moment with Cass, John, and I can't remember, Jeffrey, was really, 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 really touching. It also further indicates what I said about John, and if DC has the balls to pull it off, we could have one of the greatest events ever. But I'll pass it on to Steph now.
I mean, it's just nice, I guess. Like, I don't really have like a lot to say. It's just really cool to see that they're like playing ball with DC. Like, I don't really know what the relationship is like now, obviously, because like, with the estate and whatever. But I can only the only thing that I can really say is that like I hope the relationship is like stable enough, and what comes out of it what comes out of it is well received enough that they don't like backtrack and become protective of him again. I'm not saying that they're wrong for doing it. I'm just saying like, they have been very protective of all these different milestone characters, and for good reason.
Yep.
But I can only hope that the people that they assign to be on these projects with these milestone characters, Static and whatnot is probably, mostly Static. But the only thing I can hope is that like DC doesn't fuck it up and make the relationship bad again.
Yeah.
That's the danger, right? Like that is that's the problem, right?
And I'm tripping. I didn't even speak on Static. My bad. I got totally off sidetrack. Nerves bad. My fault. I almost went to jail, y'all. My bad. But no, with Static, like Steph said, as long as we're in a good state, I think they had to, because Injustice 3 is around the corner. Static has been teased in that game. He's been in the mobile game. He has to be in that game.
Yeah.
I think James Gunn is not crazy enough not to capitalize on some sort of Static shot, either reboot of the cartoon, a TV series, or some sort of movie, right? I think.
Well, there was something, right?
We were supposed to get a milestone animated series, animated movie.
Yeah, never
like
happened.
That. Never happened.
And then Gunn's comments last year, remember that too?
Oh yep.
Yeah.
So I think you'll get us. I think Static will be part of this next wave. I think you can book that. I think that's what they're doing right now. They're setting it up to see what milestone characters are really, I guess, deserving or they could carry. Static, like I think we know. I think you got to keep Dapper or Ivy, whatever his name is.
Chipper, yeah.
Got to keep him. I think he has a good gravitas about him when it comes to Static. I'm always gonna be pro milestone being part of DC. I understand a lot of the milestone peers where they want it separate, but they're not a traditional indie company or indie publisher. They're not me. You know what I'm saying? They don't have what I got going on. Their characters have weight, and that weight needs to have a platform, and that platform needs to be shown all the time, right? So considering if you put them on DC, that's 40% of DC's black characters. You know what I'm saying? Or like people of color. So DC needs that, right? Because that's less homework that you got to do. That's less. Oh, we got to make a new character. We can just make hardware the Iron Man of our universe, right? Like that kind of thing.
I mean, and also too, like I'll be fair. Like the pop for this was pretty big. People saw that OG suit and they were going crazy. It's like, oh shit, like this is a big deal. Like, and if they play their cards right, hell yeah, like I can see the people getting behind it. And then, like you said, Quentin, this is a good leg up for Injustice 3. Now, think about what Steph said. This is a good leg up for them to hopefully continue the relationship so that, maybe we do get that Static movie. Maybe we do get that, I don't know if it's an animated TV show or whatever. Like, this is a good setup. And you said it also perfectly, like Quentin, like it's a good platform because, bro, seeing Static with like a John Kent who's roughly around his age, seeing him with Cassandra Cain and all these other characters, I'm like,
And that's another thing too. We got to figure out how old is he now.
oh, I mean,
Yeah.
how old is John? How old is John? John is like what, 17, 18?
17, 18.
Bro, he's right around there.
I thought he was 20. Yeah.
Oh, probably. What's good, Tev? Like I said, how long Static has been missing from the main DC universe? One of y'all can answer that, because I know the last thing he had in the main universe was it
If
the
we're talking
new
canon,
52?
New 52, and we don't really talk about that because it was,
Because
it had
wasn't
some
there
right moments, but it was
wasn't there like a Teen Titans book that was out, or was it supposed to come out?
That was pre-Flashpoint, and that was a Teen Titans that was going to be made up of Static, Iris West, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Damian, and I'm missing somebody.
So it's been a minute, Tev. Long to answer your question, it's been a hot minute. And how is he even here? Because Milestone still doing their own thing? So Milestone was doing their own thing, but they closed that out. So the Shadow Cabinet was like a 5-issue miniseries that came out last year or the year before, and it closed that out. I believe now that new History of the DCU special that's coming out, I guess they're gonna try to find. I guess that's gonna be the answer of how this iteration of Static Shock is back in mix, because it's not the same one that we just got. Like
it's safe to say that that Milestone 2.0 shit is a separate universe.
Yeah,
Probably
separate.
the best way
Yeah,
to put it.
Yeah. So that was just something they tried, and then, I mean, I liked it for what it was, but yeah. So they tried it, it didn't work out. So now I guess they're gonna pull from wherever, honestly. But yeah, that's how we're gonna answer your question. This is good, and this gets me excited for the new Titans arc that's about to start. I think it's next month or the month after that, because these guys are gonna come back into the Titans Tower, calling themselves the new Titans, and I think then we'll get like a legitimate finalized roster of who is going to be on this new Titans team, because we all know Dick is leaving. Well, the whole team is leaving.
Yeah,
that whole crew is leaving.
They're all getting turned into children. Remember that. They're all getting turned back into children. They're going to be the Teen Titans again. Remember that. Remember that. We had that talk. We had that talk. You know I'm right.
Yeah. Yo, the wrong person's going to clip this and think this is legitimate. I was like, no, just stuff bullshit. But it could possibly happen. It could. Yeah, because again, there's a Teen Titans book that still has yet to be announced.
You can't fucking put it past them. You can't.
We can't. No. So yeah, this gets me excited. And like we said, Tate Bromble, the guy who's writing Batgirl, is writing it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what he could do. So this is great. And also too, so y'all know how we have that Batman Beyond Static crossover that's happening?
Yeah.
Apparently, this ties into everything.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay.
Now I have to go. I'll hunt it down eventually. But yeah,
so that's gonna be canon.
Well, Draper said it's gonna connect. So I don't. Some way somehow. So the new History of the DCU is pulling from the past, and I think.
So that makes sense. But so who's read it?
I haven't read it.
So I have 2 issues of it. I just haven't read it.
Yeah, so now the question is, how is this going to tie into everything that's happening here? To make it better, bro, the Omniverse, everything happened. Thank you, Death Metal. Everything happened. Okay? Yeah. Everything happened. Don't worry about it, bro.
Man, and whoever takes the task of connecting all of that, crazy. All the different teasers for suits that they've had over the years. Whoever decided to take that task is gonna be a brave man.
It's so we says Mark Waid that's working on this. It's Joseph Illich, who's like he's a Milestone OG at this point. And it's the dude who's writing this, the Nicholas Draper Ivy. So there's good people behind these books.
Well, behind he's really proud of the work on this book too. Joseph.
Yeah. So and he's been that brother can write. Like, listen. The Shadow Cabinet, that shit was dope. I'm gonna give him credit there. But yeah, man. So, we'll see. And Yeah, so let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. How do you feel about Static coming back? Do you think they can properly integrate, the new DCU and Batman Beyond Static crossover and this and make it all work? Let us know. Are we tripping? So let us know down below. We also had some other news. Hey guys, remember how we kept talking about what the future of the Ultimate Universe is? We got it. So Marvel announces Reborn Ultimate Impact. Did we all read Ultimate Incursion, right? Well, know what Ultimate Incursion was?
Yeah, for the most
Yeah.
part, yeah.
Yeah, so listen, Miles took a trip to the Ultimate Universe and he had a crazy adventure looking for his sister. And at the end of it all, he ended up coming back to the 616 with the origin boxes, which contain powers of unknown heroes. This is going to be a 5-issue mini, and it's going to be written by Chris Condon and Caselli. I know there was a lot of speculation because literally a week before, or I don't want to say weeks before, months before, Marvel has been very adamant on letting us know, hey, this is the end. It's finito, done. We are washing our hands of this. But we also knew Miles was back with, the origin boxes. So based on the solicits or whatever, so I guess there's going to be some type of fight for, the origin boxes. And this is going to create new heroes, as if we don't have enough fucking new heroes in the Marvel universe that Marvel isn't using. This is also going to run alongside Armageddon, which we'll get into that later, which is fucking confusing me. I'm concerned. I'll just start off by saying I'm concerned. Because one, no disrespect to Chris Condon, he had the weakest Ultimate book. I figured Denise Camp or somebody else would be writing this. And also, two, we were made to believe that Armageddon was going to be the fallout of this Ultimate Universe stuff. Why do we have a whole separate book for this? And three, so what? We're going to have 5 or 6 new heroes who will get books down the line that nobody will read? I don't know.
All a year ago what was happening right now.
So, Steph, please, me and you, I know we went into the weeds about this a couple months back. I want to hear your thoughts first.
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll try to keep it brief, but I'll just say this much. I don't think I've seen people probably say that this is going to be the springboard for the Ultimate Universe to come back already, and I don't think that's true. Obviously, I think it would be funny. It'd be really funny because we literally were just on stream a week ago saying again, like we've said time and time again, financially it doesn't make any sense, but I respect them for doing it. Turns out they're not doing it. It'd be funny, right? I think the biggest thing is that it being called Reborn obviously gives off the vibe that this is going to have obviously major implications. The name implies, it sounds like the idea that there's going to be some sort of massive reset for the Ultimate so we can keep going even though the story itself that they set out to make has already concluded. It's there's a lot to gleam and take from that word. Just from the title alone, there's a lot you can speculate about what that means. I think that what's going to happen is in Armageddon, the reason why they're called Armageddon and Reborn is it's kind of be like an Infinity War Endgame thing, where they're both the event. Where Armageddon probably is breaking the whole universe down, and then this happens. And then this is where there's major restructuring coming out of Armageddon. That's what this is. I think that might be what this is, because we're talking about origin boxes and giving other powers never seen. They're just gonna go get wherever Charlie is. I mean, Hawkeye. Ultimate Hawkeye is not a guy with powers. He's not a person with powers. But that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna go get the people who in the Ultimate Universe were notable characters, and then they're gonna give them their powers in 616 so they stay around. Kind of like how they how they melded Miles into 616. They're gonna do that with the origin boxes. They're gonna go get Ultimate She-Hulk and probably give whoever is Ultimate She-Hulk in 616. They're gonna bring her over. They're gonna make her Hulk out. Was Ultimate Punisher like a different guy?
Ultimate Punisher. No, Ultimate Punisher was a group of people.
Well, yeah, I know,
They're a
but like
terrorist
they were
organization.
inspired by a guy, right?
No, they're inspired by Bucky.
Oh,
No,
he's called-
no. So they were inspired by the idea of the Punisher. I don't think there was an actual Punisher.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could have sworn there was like a guy in the 70s just going crazy.
No.
that's
I
what they
think.
said, yeah.
Wait, am I getting that correct? I
Yeah.
must have got that wrong. Okay. My fault.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, assuming that guy wasn't Frank, but just born younger. I don't know. Maybe they make a super powered version of that guy. Maybe they make. I don't fucking know. I don't really know what's going on, and I don't like. There's nothing really gleaned from this. I don't really know. It's just kind of like they saw the success they had with Miles being integrated into Mainline after Ultimate went away. So I think a lot of this stuff with him having the origin boxes is probably like a safety net. So like notable characters that don't exist in 616, they can become somebody that does exist in 616. I think that's probably what that is. Right?
Okay. So, but Quentin, before you go, I'll ask the question then, because I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm not reading a May Storm that's not written by Peach Momoko.
Yeah.
I'm not reading an Ultimate Black Panther or whatever that's not written by Hill. I'm not reading a She-Hulk that's not written by Denise Camp.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if the idea is to springboard these new characters, I don't know. Are we expecting the previous writers to, from the last Ultimate Universe, to write these new characters again?
No.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, like we should expect that, but they probably won't.
No.
I think the other thing is just that, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know about fucking any of this.
Quentin, what are your thoughts, bro?
Okay, I'm up 3 thoughts. All right, so one, I think it is one part with Stef saying about integrating popular characters, right? Like, and essentially to be the characters that were like a notable thing. Like Charlie was a non-binary character, right? Hawkeye, Native American. Same thing with She-Hulk, right? I think it's one part that, but I also think it's what I've always been saying it's a soft reboot coming. Look at the name of it, Reborn.
Yeah.
So look at what Chip Zdarsky is doing in Captain America. That clip, I sent 2 screenshots to the group chat.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk about that after. Yep.
What's happening in Armageddon and what's happening inside in Captain America is driving the entire line of books, right? Including Ultimates. So if I'm led to believe that we just made Captain America younger, right? Essentially in his book. We just put Joshua Williamson on Iron Man, right? He has this fresh new feel, this fresh new vibe about him, right? Doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr., so to say. I think it's going to be a restructuring. I think it's going to be a soft reboot. I think it's going to be the concepts and ideals that made the Ultimate great. No, or it could be an integration like that. That's what I've always said. That's my first thought. But the second thought I have is maybe it's going to be an inverse of this. Maybe this is Miles doing what the Maker did.
Okay. Keep cooking.
Right.
Keep going.
This is Miles because he knows he can never go. His family's already in the 616. He can never go back to that universe, right? But maybe giving that universe a second chance at life, right? His ultimate universe that I'm talking about, his original one, and incorporate that with this new one. And that may be your fresh take on the Ultimate line if you're going to keep it separate. But I think naturally, you got to integrate. We got to find a stopping point with Spider-Man. We got to find a stopping point with what's going on with T'Challa. There has to be some kind of meeting of the roads for some reason. That's what I feel like. But I think Reborn is very telling. It's either going to be more 90s slop, right? Or that matters. Like how that cover, the Miles cover look for the origin box. But I think it's gonna have to be that. I think we're leading up to like some kind of reshuffling of everything, right? And not just separate. Because like you said, I don't want to read a Peach Momoko book. I mean, that X-Men version of X-Men without Peach writing it.
Yeah.
We've already said like the thing that's wrong with the X-Men right now is the same thing that's wrong with Teen Titans right now. There's no driving team for this generation that represents this group of kids and teenagers and young adults. We're already defaulting back to the one that we grew up with, which is the '90s team, or at least maybe the '80s team, right? When the international team. We're always defaulting to those. Same thing with the Teen Titans. We're defaulting to the Raven team all the time, and then we're defaulting the original team to the Titans logo. But we don't have one that's, hey man, this is for my daughter's age group. Like this is their like DJ. Like this is for them. Like this is their version of it. And I think that's what you got to do. I think that's your way of, if you take what Peach has done with X-Men, merge it with the 616, you can get that older statesman X-Men team with Scott and them still around, right? As headmasters and teachers. And then you have the Peach Momoko character that she introduced as this new first class team, right? With Kamala there, and with Kamala, and then with the new introduced mutants that, from the current 616, right? And same thing with Peter, you get Peter back and you get Mayday back. Cause like I always said, I think they're leading to a big Spider-Man event with Mephisto, right? I think the seeds are there. It's been there. Every Spider-Man team, like family member has made a deal with Mephisto for some reason. And we already know is to stop Mayday from being born. So the only way we can get Mayday back is somehow merging what we got with Ultimates with what's going on now. So I don't know. Those are my two thoughts on that.
I like that a lot, actually. And also, while you were talking, Nexus said Crisis on Ultimate Earths. Yeah.
There you go.
This is exactly what it sounds like. Yep. And
Marvel has never done it. They've never had a reboot.
It's been a while.
No, they've never done one. They've had like some reorganization, but they've never done a world from the ground up outside the Ultimate Universe.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, because it's like Secret Wars, it was just like the blending of two. Okay, that's right. But we've never had like it's been a minute since we had like a ground zero. Okay,
you can use that shit to place like a Logan correctly, so you can get him ready for his. He's not going nowhere in the MCU, right? He's gonna get a TV show or his own movie outside of the X-Men stuff. You can start setting this stuff up for what you're gonna want to mirror that shit as to in the future, so we don't have any ass pull shit like we did with Kamala. You knew you were gonna make her a mutant. We should have just figured a way to do that shit way earlier instead of killing her off in the Spider-Man book.
Look at what Nexus said. It's the Kamala could lead a small team of mutants. Champions was fun, but the personalities lined up, and that's a point for X book. Yep. Yeah, I could see Kamala leading a team of Peach Momoko style X-Men. I can see
with older Scott, that was her teammate as a champion, as her like headmaster.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
They
can beef and argue and bump heads just like Charles and Scott did.
And the best part is it's new. It's new, it's fresh. And okay, even if it doesn't work, at least you can say we tried something new. And if you put the right creative on it, I think you can make something happen there. Because I'll keep it a fat stack. Like, I don't think that this current iteration of X-Men has many years. Whatever Simone and McKay and all of them are doing, 2 years max, maybe less. We can't keep spinning our wheels. I feel that's what from the ashes or shadows. That's what it sounds like to me. It's spinning its wheels. So I think this right here, if what you're theorizing is correct, this gives them a new leg up. I'm cautiously excited. So hey, let us know what y'all think about Reborn Ultimate Impact. You like it? You don't like it? Let's have a conversation down below in the comments. But yeah, last topic, because we're not going to stay here too long with y'all tonight. I got to go cook. I got some steak waiting for me. So
rich man. Never mind.
Okay, shaved steak, okay? Shaved.
All right, man. Whatever you say.
Oh my God. Anyways, so there was an interview that came out a couple of days ago. I just finished listening to it like 2 or 3 hours ago. Zdarsky gave some very key details on the future of the Marvel Universe. So first things first, he signed a new exclusive contract. So I think he's with Marvel for the next 2 years. And also, too, he talked about what the future of Marvel will be. So he pretty much said he's kind of like in the same place as a Hickman or whatever, or a Bendis. So he's one of the main architects. And also, too, he said that I don't know if Marvel has, it's been a minute since Marvel has done this or if this is something he's implementing, but there's going to be a writer's retreat. So they're going to get together. They're going to start talking about what everybody's doing in their different books and making sure they line up. And also, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna say it. I think he threw a little shade. He said when Joshua Williamson came to Marvel, because he's writing Iron Man now. Williamson asked him, "What is the main book at Marvel that I should be reading?" Guess what book wasn't on the list, motherfuckers? Avengers. So it seems like Chip Zdarsky, his main focus is to make sure the books are lining up together. And I believe Armageddon is going to be like the start of that. And then whatever spins out of Armageddon, we're going to see like a lot more unison, because he also said that everybody's working in silos. Like the X-Men office is working in a silo. He mentioned Jed McKay's Avengers. He said that's in a silo. He misses the era where events sprung out of story organically. You see how Devil's Reign happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Devil's Reign naturally sprung out of Daredevil. So we're gonna see more things like that where it kind of feels like more organic, kind of like Bendis's Avengers, right? Like you see how those books were like kind of leading the charge. So he wants to bring more of that energy back. And like it's also great too, because now it's Zdarsky, you have Williamson who's in the mix now, you have Jerry Duggan, you have Chris Condon. There's a lot of good talent over there at Marvel. But yeah, whoever wants to go first, what do you guys think of this new iteration of Marvel that's going to spin out of Armageddon?
Well, I guess the biggest thing is that at least they're going to be organized. That's like the bottom line, is that I am somebody, he's talking about bringing a level of synergy to the books, and they all kind of they're all up to date with each other and whatnot. And it's I am somebody who has been very much I've been pretty vocal, I think, on here. I know I've been vocal privately or whatnot, but I think I've said on here before that I'm much more somebody who prefers when they are in their own silos, every one of these things is just like the overarching continuity, adhere to that a little bit, but for the most part, just do what you're doing in the immediate now. Right? It was obviously a big thing when Chip decided to have Captain America come out of the ice in the 2010s instead of when he normally did, right? When he shifted up the timeline, it obviously fucked everything, but whatever, really.
Skill, baby.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have them be so, if you're gonna have them be focused, and you're gonna have you're gonna have a level of interplay between all of the books where they're all talking to each other again. At least the least you could do is do exactly what he's doing, where everybody is organized and everybody knows where everybody is, right? So that it doesn't feel disjointed when there is overlap between the books. I think that is probably the best thing to do, right? If they touch, if editorial or any sort of person that wants to get in the way, even so much as looks in Ewing or Johnson's direction. If they think about doing any editorial fuckery with Thor and Hulk right now, there's going to be hell to pay. That being said,
he loves those books, y'all. He loves those books, y'all.
Listen, you cannot fuck with Thor. You can't do it. You can't do. We're in a really important moment right now. You cannot do that.
All right, I'm gonna go read Thor now. All right,
you gotta let that one ride. Okay, you gotta leave Ewing alone.
Mortal again, right?
Yeah, it's Mortal Thor now.
Okay.
But you can, yeah, that's really it. Is that I don't really mind when they're all not really talking to each other, but if they're gonna talk to each other. Or I don't really mind when they don't have overlap between each other, but if they're gonna do that, do the retreats, take notes on what everybody is doing, right? So that when you do have, moments where, another book could influence another book, it feels like organic. It feels like it was going to happen beforehand. Like you look back and it doesn't feel jarring when it happens, like in the immediate moment. And I think, they're going about it the right way, even if I don't really like care for the fact that they do that. But like I'll give them. I could have sworn, not to get too off topic, but I could have sworn like there was. Is he really like exclusive, or did he just?
He's exclusive.
Okay, all right. I could have sworn somebody said like it was just his contract being renewed, and he's not like exclusive.
So what happened was, he gave a little bit of clarity. So I guess this is how the contracts work, at least at Marvel. I'm paraphrasing here. So when you are given the contract says you need to produce X amount of books for us.
Yeah.
He knocked that shit out in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess when it was time to re-up, it was like, oh shit. Okay, cool. You want to renew again? He was like, yeah, sure. And then now, instead of him just like being, kind of, I don't want to call him a meddling writer, but just like, now he's in the rooms with the big dogs.
Yeah.
I think for a long time, Chip didn't want to be in that role because, like, you see it. Like, now that he kind of taking that, like an assertive role, like Sex Criminals is taking off now. They got a show. Like, not saying it hasn't been in the works because it's been in the works, but, like, I think that's his next challenge. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I still say Chip introduced one of the best elements to Bruce Wayne in a long time with giving more context of his adventures and his training and Ghostmaker. So I guess to segue into what I was going to say, I guess I like it. Everything Chip has said, he said basically, I'm an elder statesman now, basically, right? If I'm not mistaken, he brought up, I think one of you guys were saying like, you like them when they're, Steph, you were saying how you like when they're separate. But you remember back in the day in Marvel, like in their head, like I'm talking about the glory, the 60, 70, whatever. Like Wolverine was introducing Hulk.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then eventually got woven into the X-Men, right? Because everything lined up. They needed the character, blah, blah, blah. But like that's when Marvel's at its best. Some of the best stories, like Infinity War, like Infinity Gauntlet, that all started organically. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole crossover. And I think, whereas to Captain America, like is like him being defrozen, like 9/11 is kind of like it does kind of murk things up some. I mean, it's kind of what they need to do. That's why I think it farther goes back to that like statement I was saying, like, is it at some point like Robert Downey Jr. can't come back for I hate to sidebar to the movies, but like for example, like he can't come back for Iron Man 4. He'll be too old.
No.
So you have to start separating the comic character from Robert Downey Jr. So if you see in the Joshua Williamson book, he seems a lot younger. All his exes are back. Like it's that old Playboy Tony, right? Like we're separating from the father figure. I got a kid. I sacrifice everybody for my loved ones. Like we're getting away from that one, get back to more selfish, fresh out the cave, Tony. It seems like, right? And I'm cool with the pillar books, like your flagship characters leading the charge. Your Captain America, your Iron Man book, your X-Men book. Those are the books that need Fantastic Four. Those are the books that big events need to spring out of organically, right? The thing with Doom, like I like, for example, I think if you were either reading Imperial or you were reading One World Under Doom.
You weren't reading both.
I was reading One World Under Doom. I mean, I read both of them, but I think I paid more investment to World Under Doom because I knew that was going to have more lasting ramifications, right? Like Imperial was to organize the shuffling of the importance of the cosmic characters, right? Which we knew was basically going to give us a new Intergalactic T'Challa miniseries and going to give us a Nova, but basically.
Yo, sidebar. Yo,
are we going to talk about that again?
Yo, so, yo, bro, you missed it last week, dog. I was so pissed off.
I don't even want to talk about it, bro. It just act like it didn't happen. Hey, we gotta put that in the same bin with Odin's Fade. Like, man, I don't want to run over time, bro, but I can go into some real
Okay,
rants.
no, I'm sorry. I had to
Because
mention it. I'm sorry.
because was it a black person that wrote that, bro?
Yes.
I need to
Yes,
know.
yes,
He, now, hold on, man. I got a timeout. I need an ISO real quick. I need a fucking ISO for a second. See, as a black indie writer, I hate you.
oh shit,
I don't want to use the N word. I hate you people. All right. You know why? Because you take something pure and innocent and trying to provide more black characters of quality or people of character. I mean, people of color of quality, right? And you niggas, as I said, you niggas, you ignorant bastards, just do the most low hanging fruit shit ever, bro. And it's like you want a pat on the back for that shit, and it's so trash, dog.
bro. I had to drop the
There's
book. I went to the shop and I saw issue 2. I was just like, you know, I want to finish the collection, but after I saw that, I said, I'm good, bro. I'm all right. All right.
and
But I'm sorry, I
I
didn't mean
hadn't
to do a
even
sidebar. I didn't mean to do that sidebar, but I had to
I ain't
bring it
even
up.
opened that shit. I have issue 1 inside my pool box. I hadn't even I saw that and I was like, man, maybe is this character art. This is fan work. This gotta be fan art, bro. This gotta be
Bro.
fan. This can't be from a published professional comic book publisher, bro. The editor didn't see this shit and was like, yes. You know what? This is a damn good idea. A black Doc Ock named Black Tavius. You should have called him Javante then. Javante Black Tavius. You should just made him the blackest character ever, bro. At that point.
Oh shit. But yeah, but continue, bro. Continue.
But to get on to bring it all back home, I think you know what I'm saying. I like what I'm hearing from Chit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like what I'm hearing from Chit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested in seeing what happens in Cat's book. I gotta catch up. I gotta see. I want to see what happens with this. Well, it looks like they got rid of one ideal that they were heading for, one storyline, and went to this new. They pivoted to this new storyline.
Yeah.
It's really good, by the way. Did you guys read it?
I read the last. Read the last one where old buddy he stopped old buddy, but like I haven't read
Oh, the
the
new
stuff that
arc
led up
is
to
really
it.
good. That's why I picked up. It's like you can tell, oh shit, the Marvel universe is going somewhere. Captain America, it feels like a big book, like starting from this arc. And even if you read, it was a one shot, something Doom. I
Oh, I know you're
forgot
talking
what it
about the
was.
Trial of Doom, or like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Trial of Doom, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Will of
So
Doom?
Will of Doom, yes.
Yeah.
So if you read Will of Doom and then you read Cap and then you read the PKJ joint, the Weapons of Doom, oh bro, you can literally feel you can feel shit rising.
I'm interested to see. Like, I don't think all of this shit is coincidence, right? I don't
Mm,
think the Ultimate's lining up to to end Miles. Like that cover art seems. That's why I said that in the group chat. Is Miles going to be woven as into the main Spider-Man? Now, when you made the comment like, isn't he already a main Spider-Man? True enough, but at the end of the day, we always make that comment. We always say Miles, right?
hmm
For everything, right? So he could never actually be the one Spider-Man, unfortunately, because we gotta preference his name every time, right?
hmm
What if Peter has his family again? What if Peter
Oh,
takes the back seat? What if you have a Spider-Man book where Peter's the man in the chair, sort of the mentor figure, right? Legitimately. What if him and Mary Jane are happy and they have their kids together, Mayday and Ben? And now Peter, because he's a family man, doesn't really want to be all the superhero stuff. Miles, I have you. There's no reason why I gotta do this and I got a family. Go off. You have my full blessing to be the and only one Spider-Man. And now we did all the shit from any naysayers, anybody that wants to be racist. We did it right there. Miles is the Spider-Man going farther from here on out.
that's such a Chip Zdarsky thing to do, though. That is so up his alley. That is
Like
up his alley.
we go ahead. That's why I'm saying it's not a full reboot. It's just woven in stories. It's like something Mephisto said when like remember when Mr. Manhattan took certain bits of history and moved it around. And that's
Yes.
why we got New 52. And that's why we had Rebirth and we had Convergence.
hmm
What if somebody was doing that in Marvel? Loki. something like that. Somebody like reset this shit back to like
Oh, this nigga
Marvel's
cooking.
glory day.
Oh,
You
this
know what I'm
nigga
saying?
cooking.
Like,
This nigga
what
cooking.
if the Cabal had an ideal? Red Skull, who just died in Jackson Lanston run with Winter Soldier, what if he's alive again? What if him and Loki and Mephisto and all the Mamu all got together, right? Because Doom's out the picture. Meta Doom was the one keeping them all at bay. You can tie all this shit in a perfect bow if you wanted to.
Yeah. And like apparently, Red Hulk is going to be the villain in Armageddon.
So how the fuck that even work?
So and also Tev said, "What about the Maker?" Because we don't know what's happening with this motherfucker either. So there's a lot of different questions and a lot of different things that Zdarsky could play with.
Riri still has the 10 rings. Like, it's so many things of like massive importance. Danny Rand is back from the dead as an avatar from somebody. Well, it's a really good miniseries. I want everybody to know too.
I need to read
Anybody's
that.
been reading that.
Oh, Aki, good to see you, brother. Aki said, kind of why I dropped Marvel Comics outside the Ultimate Universe for a while. I think I'll start reading again if Zdarsky is leading the charge and saying all of this. Hey, man, he sounded pretty damn confident in that interview. So I highly suggest y'all go check that out. Oh, this lines up to what me and Stef have been talking about. Well, all of us have been talking about for a while. Nexus says, I'm always hoping these bigger editorial changes line up the books more. Maybe if Cap is the focus of the ongoing Avengers, his ongoing should be on pause to avoid complications, stuff like that. Well, the good thing about all of this is just like Zdarsky's done writing, y'all. So it's up to everybody else to catch up. So everybody has to catch up to him. And he'll make little edits here and there. And then he's probably accounted for, things that are happening in the universe. But still, I do like that idea as well, though, because again, like I never thought I would see a day where Captain America is leading the charge. But I say that also saying I never thought Green Arrow would be leading the charge of a line, and that happened as well.
Honestly, Cap should be the leading book when you think about it, bro. Like when you think about Marvel, like I know we talk about the big three, and everybody talks about Spider-Man and Hulk, and when I think about Marvel, when I think about Marvel, I always think about Captain America first. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I grew up with Cap being the forefront, Spider-Man, the X-Men, like that's what I thought about that. Like Thor. So much, but like Hulk, Cat, X, like I don't know. So
I figured Avengers would always be like the book.
Putting Cap back in A-list hero status should be important at Marvel.
Yeah, of course.
Like he is A-list technically, but like I think MCU Chris Evans is A-list, if that makes sense. Like I don't think Captain America has been A-list since maybe after Civil War when he came back as Super Soldier, when Bucky was Cap. Like that was his like ever since like Hydra Cap. I don't think Cap's been back to the pinnacle like his status.
Oh no. I mean,
then with Sam, and then you always got the struggle with Sam, and then like that kind of thing. Like I think now we firmly put Steve Rogers back as, hey, this is Captain America, and I'm not saying Sam should go back as Falcon. I'll never tell you that, but Steve Rogers needs to be a massive mover, and like a little bit of every book. Like he is like literally supposed to be like the Batman of the universe, technically, right?
I mean, I will make a strong case. This might be an unpopular opinion. I will make a case that before they abruptly ended their run, Hive Mind was doing a good job of putting both Cap and Sam in the spotlight, like making them like A-list heroes. But I get it. Hive Mind,
I agree.
Hive Mind might be lower on the tier. So like as Zdarsky coming back and doing what he's doing, like, okay, it makes sense now that everybody now has their eyes on Cap. But I don't know. I feel like we had a good thing going with Hive Mind. I just want to say that. He also mentioned something important too. He said during his time away from Marvel, because he was working on Batman. He was working on Batman for the past couple of years. He said it seems like they realized his worth and his value because apparently that Daredevil omnibus is selling really well. The one
Yeah.
that he just did, it's selling really well.
Yeah,
Um,
they made a TV series based around it.
exactly. So like and I think just some previous works as well, and even him just doing Batman, and so they realize his worth, and the fact that they're keeping him and locking him in and giving him a higher position over at Marvel, that gives me a good feeling. And also on top of that too, if Sabolsky and those guys get in the way of whatever he's doing, that would be a damn shame. That would be that would be a damn shame.
From what I heard, Chip may at this current present time, Chip may have a little more pull than Hickman over there right now, because technically
Ooh.
Hickman may be on his way out.
Oh yeah.
Remember,
That's
like
fair.
rumor,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's almost out of his exclusive. So Chip, Condon,
Mhm.
that's that brain trust. I mean, that's a solid. I mean, it's a solid brain trust, bro. Like
Yeah.
him, Hickman, they still got Ewan, because Ewan's not exclusive with either one, right? He just kind of works at both, right?
He's working
Yeah.
for both. Yeah.
And Condon, I mean, like, hey, that's a solid group. And then like
Solid.
you still
Williamson.
got
And Williamson.
Williamson, yep, and you got Duggan over there,
Mhm.
like.
And
Now
Johnson.
you got
Oh,
PKJ over there.
and PKJ. So you
Who,
got
who
PKJ
also
on Hulk.
signed an exclusive? Who
Yeah.
also just signed one?
Yeah, he's
So
exclusive
look,
too.
you got PK on Hulk. He's not going nowhere on Hulk. He said he's in it for the Hulk for the long run. So he's trying to go for a record over there. I get the vibe like he's trying to go for a record over there
He's going
on
50.
that run.
50.
50.
So
Yeah.
you got Williamson on Iron Man. Williamson is either gonna be on Iron Man for a long time or just enough to pass the baton to somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards it'll be longer than Green Arrow, but shorter than the Flash.
Valid.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Tev said, so why did it take this long for them to appreciate his work? You know what?
Leverage.
Leverage. Like what?
Leverage.
No, because to be fair, the omnibus had just come out when he was working on Batman for the past 2 or 3 years, and they saw how well it did. On top of the other shit that he did, he's building his name, so it makes sense. Like it's business, it's leverage.
And he must have a hellified pitch. Let's not forget that too.
Oh,
He
Yeah.
might have a damn good pitch.
And two,
1000%.
this is the second time. This is the second time where Zdarsky, and he said it himself, I just write these stories just to write them. Like, it just happens organically. This is the second time now where he has just casually written a story. And then Marvel's just like, oh, we can turn that into an event. It happened with Daredevil, which turned into Devil's Reign. And then now the same thing happened with Cap. He just wrote Armageddon. He was like, oh, this is just something fun that I just wrote. And they're like, hey, let's turn that into an event. You hold on to that guy. You don't let him go anywhere else.
Yeah.
No way. So I understand it. I'm pretty sure they gave him a nice little bag as well. So he's
definitely was compensated.
Oh, he was 100%. So yeah, it's to answer your question, Tev, it's leverage. It's leverage.
And it's farther more solidified by the fact that every single one of those Netflix heroes are confirmed to be in season 2 or season 3. So they're all going to be there. So that tells you right there, because all of those heroes played a factor in Devil's Reign in some matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, that's a lot of leverage as a writer to be like, hey, this is what you're using. You're already using my stuff. I'm probably not getting any royalties off of that. But like, cool, that's a bet. But let me have the freedom to do this kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm interested in seeing that. They pretty much have power players in most of their major things. It's just X-Men is the one that's kind of shaky. And there's no disrespect to Gail, or that's my dog, and there's no disrespect to Jed, or whoever else is right next to me, because I kind of like, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. I know it's like we're fighting with like the talking dude turned into Apocalypse or something. So I don't know. But yeah, we got to figure out the X-Men line, and then I think Marvel will be able to compete again. I think they're falling behind.
Once we figure out Spider-Man, I feel like Avengers is fine. I have an idea of who may write Avengers. We got to figure out Spider-Man. We got to figure out X-Men. Once we figure out those two, we are good.
And
we
what
are
is
good.
Bendis doing?
We don't know.
That's another thing. Like Bendis is floating around. It's I just overheard that on like Word Balloon like not too long ago. Like he is part of this brain trust. So if he's back in the mix, he's doing some book, and he's either gonna do a bullshit pet project like Jeff Johns. He'll probably be in the Jeff Johns role. I'm thinking,
bro. If Marvel wants to take big swings, imagine Zdarsky, Bendis, Hickman, Condon, Johnson, Williamson. Come on now, bro. Come on now. No, it can't be pet project shit. It can't be pet project. He gotta be in the rooms too. He has to.
Well, no, he'll for sure be in the room, but like PKJ's on the Hulk. Williamson like just kind of like speed run it. Williamson's on Iron Man. Chip is on Cap. We'll need somebody on who's on Black Panther?
McKay.
I ain't fucked up about that.
Oh,
I ain't fucked up. But so who's on the main X-Men line then? Percy?
He did that. He did that. I don't want nobody. It has to be fresh
X-Men
blood.
Red, huh?
No, he did Wolverine and X-Force.
But that's not really mainline though. That's just his vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like Percy's over there too. You gotta forget Ben's over there too. But Ben's kind of like the guy that's over like the Ghost Rider war, the war era kind of stuff. That's his like era. Black Panther did. Who else? What's another book that has to be going on at the same time? That's not Deadpool. Like, I mean, Deadpool. I mean, just put somebody on Deadpool. I mean, that'll just sell. It's Deadpool.
I mean,
Percy's on Deadpool.
And that's gonna.
There you go.
You can. That's guaranteed like a good year or two.
Yeah.
Oh, what about bruh? Okay, so don't take this the wrong way, but fuck Jed on Black Panther. You know why? Because you know who just got freed up? Who book just ended? Who series just ended?
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got a point. Keep going.
Buddy from Miles. Give him
Black Panther.
That's the guy who deserves Black Panther. That's the guy who deserves Black Panther, bro. And you can just tell by what he just did with that war arc, that God's arc with Miles, with Nancy. And
I like it.
How he might be the guy to get what you call it.
And that Miles book went off for a while.
Yeah, he can sell.
It was like that was a top 50 book for like damn near the entire run.
Black Panther's gonna sell regardless. He has respect now. He had a 50 issue run. That don't happen very often no more.
Yo, you know what? Yeah, I like it. And then
Jed can go get a book like shit. He'll have Moon Knight. Shit, I don't know. Hawkeye. Give him a Hawkeye book. I don't know. I can see him on Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Damn, this is good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We guys, we got. I think Marvel is good.
Yeah,
because all the Avengers need a solid book, right?
That's all they need.
Most of the Avengers need a solid book, and if you want to cut your corners, you can make the Hawkeye book a miniseries or 5 issue or something like that, and do the same thing we've been doing at DC with like the Black Lightnings, the Mr. Terrifics. These other Avengers like Wonder Man, 5 issues. This is how you get your MCU synergy, right? Shang-Chi, 5 issues. Doctor Strange, 6 issues. Or Doctor Strange probably needs a book.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt
he's got
go
one.
back to. Oh yeah, so yeah, the new Doctor Strange, the new Sorcerer Supreme book, right?
Well, I mean, but that's just the new Sorcerer Supreme is just Wanda, but like he's
there's
got
a
his
Doctor
own
Strange
book.
Yeah,
but Doctor Strange has his own book.
Who's writing that?
What's his
Orlando?
Name? No. Orlando is writing the Scarlet Witch book.
Yeah,
Landy, something like that.
Derek Landy,
yes.
Yeah, that's the Strange writer. Which
you got to figure out who's gonna write X-Men.
Oh, that one,
Christian Ward.
Oh, is that the dude who did the Two-Face joint?
Yeah.
I feel like X-Men, I'm gonna be honest, they need somebody like they need somebody big. Like
They need somebody
like
innovative.
yeah, like it
Oh.
can't be
Oh.
you're run of the mill. Who are you thinking?
Camp Mainline X-Men.
I can see it.
It kind of
It makes sense.
it's gonna move units.
I want him on Avengers more.
Yeah, I want
sure.
him on,
yeah,
like,
no. Like if you want to take going from Ultimates to Avengers it's bro, it's money and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Especially if you go with the premise that they're gonna merge everything.
Yeah.
Right. Or synergize it.
But
yeah, you still need that X-Men writer, bro. Like that's need X-Men and Spider-Man at that point.
Yeah.
Are we gonna keep?
Yeah, Tev said, "Who's gonna fix Spider-Man? Nobody. You're fucked."
He said, "What about Donny Cates on Amazing Spider-Man?"
I mean,
I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm not mad at that.
No, that would sell. That would work out for them.
I don't want it. All right.
Why?
Why? I don't want it. And it's not because it'll be bad. It's not because it'll be bad. It's just because he just got off Venom. Like I need him to spread his legs a little bit more, a little bit wider net. Now, granted, but granted, it would move units. It is a big book, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I'd rather him on X-Men than Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good comeback.
That would.
Let him orchestrate everything going on in X-Men.
Yeah.
He didn't get to do everything with Ultimates. I mean, with the Ultimate line, and X-Men has enough characters and titles to, hey, this is what I want to do. This is the reshuffling of what I'm gonna do.
Now, also I'll say this, bro. If you're gonna give Donny Cates X-Men, it has to be just him for now. Like it can't just be X-Men this,
It
X-Men
just needs
that.
to be two X-Men books, bro.
Two. One, it could be actually no, fuck that. One X-Men.
Maybe you
book.
keep Wolverine and Storm solo books.
Yeah, Wolverine and Storm, keep those.
Yeah.
But X-Men, amazing, uncanny X-Men, and I don't know, fucking I don't know. But it just needs to be X-Men. We need to dumb this shit down. Like I low key want to see Wanda say no more mutants again. I hate that.
Yo, this nigga tripping.
Whoa.
Hey,
this nigga tripping.
I know. We just got them all back, but Krakoa just mucks everything up.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's too fucking many. It's too many because we can't. That's why the problem. That's why the movie might be trash because we don't know what the fuck we want to be. We don't know if we want young Scott and them. Because think about it, we can't have champion stories anymore because Scott's a grown up again. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and those books don't sell. Yeah, but they nobody buying them, bro. That shit. The last one barely lasted a trade.
But like, but that got fucked up because that stupid ass event. Because like they didn't even finish it. Like they didn't even finish it. Like that stupid ass no teenager be heroes kid that started in the Miles book, and the Miles book didn't even finish it.
Yeah,
but
I think X-Men. Because I know I gotta wrap up soon because I'm trying to go cook this steak. I think X-Men, that one is going to be more of a hurdle. Because, like, I'm going to be honest with you right now. There is nobody in that current crop of Marvel writers outside of maybe Cates that I can see bringing prominence back to X-Men. At that point, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of Rob Liefeld's book. No, I'm going to take a page out of Rob Liefeld's book. Bring Scott Snyder to Marvel and let him run the X-Men.
His Wolverine book would be crazy.
No. Well,
no, I know.
Wolverine, yes, I agree. But like, if you want somebody to mainline your X-Men book, Scott Snyder's your guy.
Yeah, no, I know that's what you mean. I'm just saying, like,
but Scott said Scott said if he ever came to Marvel, he wanted Cap, which is crazy. He said he has a crazy Cap story. Yeah.
Didn't he say he wanted Punisher too?
Punisher, Cap, and I think he did say Wolverine.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh yeah. You know, now that I think about it, but to be fair though, they'd have to arrest Scott Snyder if they put him on Wolverine, bro. They'd arrest that man. Do you see what he's doing on Absolute Batman?
that'd be
I am still
crazy.
worried for his safety.
That would be a crazy combo though. Snyder on Wolverine while Cates runs like the overall X-Men.
Oh,
Now,
bro, are they going to jail? Both of them.
now,
Guantanamo Bay.
I got a crazy
Guantanamo
name
Bay?
for Spider-Man though. I got a crazy name for Spider-Man.
What you
Mm.
got?
He
What you
can
got?
write it and draw it.
Oh,
Tony Daniels.
oh,
He hasn't done a book in a while,
Oh shit.
and I don't know. I have a strong affinity for Tony Daniels writing because he's the one person that has wrote a detective story in a mainline Batman book to me, where it actually I had to be like, oh shit, I missed that, and I went back like, oh shit, it was right there in front of me. Like,
Isn't he the one who he drew a lot of King stuff, right?
he's drawn, yeah, he drew on Kings. He drew the Booster Gold story where he went back and he fucked Bruce's life up,
Oh
and Bruce
yeah,
like
okay,
had both
okay,
parents and
okay.
shit like that. Um, but
I mean,
he wrote and drew the mainline Batman Reborn stuff right before Flashpoint.
okay, okay,
That
okay.
was my era of DC when I first got back into
Mm.
it. So, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. Depending upon what you're handing off to him, he could do really good with that, especially when it comes to like a fresh jumping on point.
Mm-hmm.
He does really good with those. But that's just a
Te-
Hail Mary type of thing.
Tev said, "What about Peter? Peter Tomasi too wholesome for me, bro. We need dogs.
You
I
could put
need
him on
dogs.
Avengers Academy.
Yeah, something like that. But like we need dogs. We need like Peter Tomasi. No disrespect to Tomasi, he don't give me dog energy. We need
Give him
dogs.
a Kamala book or something,
Yeah.
or like he could write like if you're gonna do an X-Men lineup, mainline X-Men book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe X-Force if you want to do some violence type of thing. And then you have one book that focuses on what's going on in the manor, inside the mansion, inside the school with the students. And those be your three books.
Mm.
And
Keep it
that
keep it
drives the
simple.
stories.
Keep it simple.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, because I think that's where X-Men fucks up a lot of the times is that like they try to do too much out the gate. Like, what the fuck you mean we need all these other books? We were good. We were good
That and
with the 4 or 5.
I think X-Men carries the weight of so many people and the views of so many people with the like they represent so many different teams, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think back in the day, like we always talk about how like these writers were just doing a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they came up with something interesting, it was just something interesting. It wasn't anything deeper than that. And modern day writers, because they pay attention to the outside noise and the timeline, and sometimes they want to do right by everybody. They do wrong by everybody at the same time, right?
Oh,
It's
that's a
so many
bar.
times where we miss the point of certain things. And I think if you dumb it down and it takes back to finding that core balance of what you're gonna do. Obviously, you have to build around Kamala. You just invested in her being a mutant. You have to build with her outweigh in. What X-Men need to be around her to make her the best version of herself. Because she needs to be
Mm.
the new, not Wolverine, but the new Cyclops, I guess, or whatever mainstay X-Men was, right? She needs to be when we think of X-Men, we don't think of Scott Summers, we don't think of Jean Grey, we don't think of Wolverine. From here on out, it needs to be Kamala Khan that we think about.
Mm.
So you need to build a team with her in mind, and then you start putting people like Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Gambit, the familiar faces in the roles that Professor X and the Margaret McHaggard played back in the day
Mm.
before she was an evil killer robot. You know, um, those people. And you start building, you restructure what it means to be an X-Men, right? Like because it's no longer black versus white. Right? I mean, if you wanted to use it like that algorithm, like that kind of thing, right? It's no
Mm-hmm.
longer that. It's way more inclusive to a lot of other struggles, right?
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be the embodiment. And I think I think that's why X-Men fans be eating at each other. They gripe at each other so much because they all want these different things.
Yeah.
And
and no
X-Men
one
to work.
writer can give them that, unfortunately.
Exactly. So it
Yeah,
needs to be somebody that's kind of disconnected from it in a way.
yeah, I like that.
That.
No,
Mhm.
I like that. No, damn, shit. Oh, damn, damn. This was a
Dan
good
Jurgens on
conversation.
Spider-Man would be fucking fire though. That's
I'd
that's
read
that's
it.
that's who's
But
on Nightwing right now, right?
no, it's, Waters is
That's
on
Dan
Nightwing.
Waters. Yeah.
Waters on Spider-Man would be good.
Oh, yo. This is one person we haven't even thrown in the mix. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what book we could put him on. I kind of want to see what Ram V does at Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And V on Spider-Man. Mm. But he wordy as fuck though.
Oh, I don't know, bro. For me,
Oh,
Jeff
V
Johns on
V.
X-Men?
oh, wait a minute.
What's up? What's up?
Ghost Rider.
V on Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
I've always been like put Tinian on it, but now that I'm thinking about it, Rom would probably be cool.
Is it kind of racist if I say Doctor Strange for some reason? I don't know why I
No.
feel racist.
no,
No,
it works
no, what?
perfectly.
No,
Okay,
that's
cool.
Like,
good.
it's that weird, bro. I'm sorry. I like V because he's on that weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Strange is on that weird shit.
Yeah, him on Doctor Strange would be good.
That
Is
I-
he
I-
exclusive? Is he exclusive?
No,
I don't think so. No.
He's about to drop something else in like the next couple months with another publisher.
Yeah. I don't.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I've for Doctor Strange, I've been on the Christian Ward train for a while, just because of like City of Madness.
That could work.
Right? You gotta read City of Madness.
can see that.
But he also did a story for 450, right? Like they had like the milestone issue like back in September. He's one of the writers on that book. It was only like 5 pages or whatever, but it's just pretty good. But yeah, no, he'd be great.
Could you see Jeff Johns doing like and I know he'll never go to Marvel probably, but if they came to him like, hey, we want you to do X-Men, we want you to do something similar to what you did with the Justice Society and the Teen Titans.
I can't see it, bro.
Yeah, I don't
can't
know.
see it. I think he's. I think
Too much of a Team DC guy.
It's not even that. I think Johns is so focused on what he's doing over there at Image,
Yeah.
and also too, I'm gonna keep it a fat stack. He really soured a lot of people over the past couple years at DC. Like the Justice Society book barely came out on time. Doomsday Clock was a big blow. 3 Jokers. I think whatever he's doing over that Image, it's working. And I noticed from a fact that I was in the streets like 2 weeks ago, and I was talking to somebody who was reading the Jeff Johns stuff, and he said, "Brother, that brother is killing it. He needs to stay over there."
I heard Red Coat's really good.
Yeah, bro. That entire universe is really good, bro. But
X-Men needs somebody though, bro, with a clear focus.
We gotta. That's another that's another separate conversation because I feel like if we were to sit down and like really get into the weeds, we could toss in some like really good names. But I think it's a good time for us to call it quits.
Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh,
just throw that out there before we leave,
bro. I'm with you
for X-Men or just in general.
I'll put Daniel Warren Johnson on. I want him on a Wolverine or X-Force.
Yeah, put him on Wolverine.
Because if you put him on X-Men, I can already see it. Like, it would be like a tiff between him and editorial because I feel like Daniel Warren Johnson's such a dog in a good way. Like, he gonna want to do some wild shit, and editorial's like, no, you can't do that. But I feel like if he wanted to do it on a Wolverine book or X-Force book, he might get more leeway.
Yeah.
Ram V on a Namor book. I was gonna say Thor, but you say you don't want to mess with Thor because they're trying to big up Namor and his new changes and shit. Let him be the one to explore that.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Oof.
I see it. I see it. All right, yo, listen. I feel like we could spend another like hour doing Monday Night
we
Quarterback.
could just throw out names forever.
Like, oh my
really.
gosh, like this bit enough is up for a video, but like, oh my gosh. But y'all, listen. So yeah, thank you. Let us know what you guys would like to see, hypothetically, in a Chip Zdarsky run Marvel line. So yeah, are we tripping? We wilding out? We bugging? Let us know down below in the comments. And yeah, listen, guys, if you stuck with us this long, thank you very much, man. Listen, this was such a good conversation, man. I love it. This is a good way to start the week. Such a good way to start the week. But y'all, man, we gotta call it quits. I'm about to go make me some dinner, and you know, it's Monday tomorrow, so you know we got to be responsible and shit.
Grandma Inhumans.
Oh my!
Oh,
yo, what's up, yo, bro? Nah, we not doing this, bro. No, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Y'all got my brain firing off right now. My fault, man.
We gotta go. But hey, man. So thank you guys once again for tuning into the live stream. Comic Book Kickback.
Wait, what the fuck? Why didn't any of us say Condon?
Nigga, Condon is about to write. Nah, no,
man,
nah, no. Sorry.
It got to be somebody. I no offense to Condon, but like, all right, in all intents and purposes, I personally barely pay attention to Green Arrow until like the last arc. It needs to be somebody that can capture it from the jump, no questions asked.
Yeah, name wise.
I'm not saying he can't do it. I ain't saying that, but I'm saying like from the jump, promotionary arc, like for the instant I saw Joshua Williamson on Iron Man, I knew the first issue was going to be good. First issue that delivered. It's the perfect Iron Man book. I haven't felt this way about Iron Man since the Dungeons, the last stuff with Emma Frost, and then the first issue, the first arc of the Bendis stuff. So,
oh shit,
the first issue is really good.
Yeah, I gotta read it. I have it here. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. One more before we go.
Okay.
Shoot.
Brubaker.
On what though?
I don't know.
But isn't he like a military guy though?
It's a wild card.
I mean, he's still
PKJ, a military guy.
He's still writing. Well, I mean, PKJ's out.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Well,
he's
no,
not.
When I
he's
say
not
a military guy, like doesn't he write like the caps, the shields, that kind of stuff? Like he just got done writing like all of the. Yeah, that's who did Winter Soldier, right?
I mean, like, yeah, he does Winter Soldier, but he does mostly like crime noir stuff. Like in general, he's on that next season of Cape Crusader, like the 40s Batman show. I can't think of anything.
See him on a Daredevil though.
He'd be no, he did Daredevil. Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, if Jed ever give up Moon Knight, maybe She-Hulk. If you want to go, but She-Hulk is something gritty, a little more serious.
No, guys, we're gonna be here for another fucking half hour.
Wait,
I know us too well. All right, I love you guys, but I know us too well.
Put his ass on Blade.
Oh.
What'd he say?
Okay, now we can leave.
All right, what'd he say?
He said Blade. He said Blade. He said Blade.
Brubaker?
Yeah.
I can see it.
See?
I can see it. Damn, I want Hill to get another shot. I want Hill.
Yeah,
to get
that's the other thing is that like they gotta let Hill do another one.
Oh my gosh, bro. That last one pissed me off so much because that nigga got the rug pulled from under him, and they said, "Here, bro, you can have 4 issues to close it out," and it was some bullshit.
And the last run, didn't he do the last run that barely got any promotionary arc to it? Or
yeah, bro.
Promo to it?
Oh, bro. That's another. We're gonna table that. All right, listen, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in for another wonderful hour or so of the Comic Book Kickback. All right, Steph and Quinn, please say bye to the people.
All right, y'all. Y'all think about some ideals and y'all get back to us, man. Y'all can tweet me the ideals. We can talk about it on the timeline.
All right, I'm Steph. Goodbye.
All right, y'all. Listen, much love, much peace. We had a great time kicking it with y'all, man. Subscribe, like, all that good shit. We out. Peace.
Later.